How would you briefly describe your project to someone unfamiliar with what you do?
Oasis has developed a program called Virtual Healthy Habits. It's a nutrition program that is engaging, and it gives an opportunity for participants to learn more about nutrition, socialize, and prepare healthy meals at home. Ultimately, the goal is to increase self-efficacy, knowledge, behaviors, and attitudes towards nutrition.
What is the why behind your project?
So what we found is that there is really a lack of nutrition education programs for older adults. There's not many, if any, that focus specifically just on virtual, but also giving opportunities to not just learn about nutrition, but also socialize. And then finally, also getting the opportunity to prepare healthy meals at home that are delivered right to their door.
What has worked well for your project?
So what has really worked well so far for us has been just the development of the material that has been very successful. Also the delivery of the ingredients has gone really well for the participants, and just overall the whole virtual experience of participating virtually through Zoom or over the phone has really been working really well for the project so far.
What are some challenges your project faced?
Well, the biggest challenge actually started off early in the project where we were starting to recruit participants through some cold calls from some lists that we received from our area agencies on aging partners, and those were a bit challenging, but we quickly shifted and kind of turned it into a success.
How did you find appropriate partners/partner organizations?
Well, we really kind of started thinking about who the appropriate audience and kind of in the future who the partners that we'd want to work with on something like this. So that got us thinking that the area agencies on aging that kind of serve older adults are in all of these counties would be an ideal partner for something like this. So we engaged them, and then ultimately with it being a research project as well, we were looking at a partner that was strong in researching programs like this. With our ultimate end goal of being an evidence-based program. So we want to make sure we have strong partners that can support us in these manners.
What funding sources have you utilized or will you utilize?
So currently we're just utilizing funding that we have specifically for this program, but then also with just time and support from staff at our agency and organization, we're just using some funding that we have to support our project that way.
How will this project be sustainable once your grant period is done?
As mentioned, the goal of the project is for this program to be an evidence-based program, top tier, and really hoping to use the Title III dollars for supporting evidence-based programs. That would be the ultimate goal, to sustain a program like this for basically organizations and agencies all across the country.
What stakeholders do you need buy-in from?
Just a couple of the stakeholders that we kind of kept in mind and that we needed buy-in from was first participants, so kind of identifying where the current gaps are within our organization and programming that we lack currently. So we got opinions from these participants and our members to see, what kind of programs do you want. And then we also just needed buy-in from our organization to support a big and long project like this. And then finally, as mentioned, the area agencies on aging who we work closely with, we wanted to get their buy-in because ultimately, in the long run, these are the main type of partners we're looking for in the future to work with.
What advice do you have for trying to replicate a similar project?
So if you're looking to replicate, I would say that this is a long journey. So if you have partners that have already developed something like this, i.e. example with Oasis doing this, find partners that have maybe done something like this and work with them, because getting it off the ground takes a lot of time and takes a lot of effort. But if you're looking to replicate, I would just say going out in the community, understanding what's in the community currently, where the gaps are, and starting from there.
What are some similar steps to beginning a similar project?
So the first step to get started with a similar project, again, I would say is to really think about where that gap is currently in your community, within your organization, before you get started.
What do you wish you would have known prior to beginning the project?
What I wish I would have known before I started the project was probably how much time and commitment it really took to really get a brand new program off the ground. With this being a brand new project within an organization, we really spent a lot of time, probably more time than we thought it would take, to develop quality materials for our program. So just wishing I knew how much time it would actually take to get it up and running.